Oh, yeah.
Are you the fellows with that fine car?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the farther left flag? What is that?
The Trump flag, Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms.
Ah, okay. You trust Trump?
Oh, yeah, I love Trump.
But he promised to deploy the military.
Well, he is in the middle of doing that. He's taking them out of Afghanistan right now.
No, to vaccinate us when the vaccine's ready. He said, I quote, I have deployed, he didn't say like present tense, I've deployed the military and other forces for when the vaccine is ready, 300 million, and epiject.
Yeah, I haven't
Bill Gates.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Look at that.
So it's not in paper, or is it just on?
No. Check. Trump promising to deploy the military
Okay.
and other forces for when the vaccine is ready for like 300 million and Gavi epiject system. Bill Gates, in other words.
So Trump
that's
is mandating you get it, or he doesn't want you to get it? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
He's gonna military enforcement.
He's saying he's deploying the military to help.
Mandate the vaccine.
Yeah, to administer. Well, he didn't say administer. He just said, I've deployed the military. He said this like about 6 months ago. Operation Warp Speed. It's actually an Operation Warp Speed. So that alone, I don't trust Trump. I don't trust him. And nobody.
No, you don't vote?
I do. I do, but I not
Meet
vote.
us there. Meet us at the poll.
Are you voting for Biden?
Really?
The only candidate she has.
Well, that's the only. If you don't support Trump, who are you gonna? Or you're just voting
How about
independent?
what if they're all against us? See, I'm one of those like. No, I think. Look,
Hey,
how do you
I
explain?
go down the rabbit hole too. I mean,
How do you explain this global lockdown? Global lockstep, not just like America. People think it's about Trump. It's not just Trump. Yeah, they're using Trump in America
Lockdown
Trump
of the
doesn't
because we're the military might of the world.
China disease. China disease. The government-made pandemic.
Fauci,
Yeah,
the one who's the little guy who can't throw a baseball.
I don't believe that Trump's going to force people to have the vaccine.
You can't. It's not American.
Yeah.
But and he said with the ARs,
You can't force a flu shot. You cannot force a flu shot.
about a year ago, he
Advice?
said,
Sure,
let's
get it if
take
you
the
want.
guns early. Do you remember him saying that? We'll take the guns early, ask questions later with these assault weapons.
Who said that?
Trump.
I don't believe that.
Are you thinking Obama years? Because this is.
Yeah, I don't believe that. He said.
I'm not trying to I'm not trying to be anti-Trump. I'm just trying to my thing right here. I heard there was a big shindig in supporting the police, right?
Yeah,
and somebody called up on our local WBN and said there was no news out here, local news. I was like,
Yeah,
that is
Buffalo
awful.
News was here.
Well, initially they said there wasn't. They saw Spectrum only.
Well, Channel
Actually,
2 was
maybe
here,
if the news
Channel
wasn't
4
here,
was
that'd be
here.
better.
Yeah.
Channel 2, Channel 4, and Buffalo News.
After the guys at around 2 o'clock mentioned it, it seems like then people said,
No,
"Oh,
because a guy from the Buffalo News took mine and my wife's picture, and asked us some questions about our group, and that was at about 1 o'clock, 1:15.
okay,
Yeah.
But I mean, local news should have been here because wasn't this
News doesn't
unlike-
have to be here.
Trump
It
is
doesn't
the
have
only.
to be
I
political.
believe.
Well, no, they don't have
I
to.
believe Trump
but-
is the only hope this nation has right now.
No, God's our only hope.
Well, I agree with
yes,
that.
God bless.
Yes,
we
I
can all
with
agree on that.
Yes, I
absolutely.
agree with that.
Absolutely. Yes.
I'm talking about this nation as far as leadership, having a leader for this nation.
And hope for America for the right direction.
That's the. We need another 4 years of Trump in office.
Get the economy back. We gotta get
Wait a
can't
minute.
be-
If the worst had happened, if Hillary had won, think about this. Would we not be more awake and aware
No,
of what
we
is going on
probably
upon
being
us?
trying to get taken over by Iran.
We would this virus they would make it out to be a lot worse than what it is, and if there would be mandatory vaccinations, and if you didn't get it, I believe they would be putting you in concentration camps. If you
They
didn't
do.
want it.
They haven't set up.
Exactly. Oh,
Yes.
exactly. Of
But
course
wait a
they
minute,
do.
wait a
FEMA. They have their. You would be put in FEMA camps, and you would be forced to be re-educated. You would get the vaccine, and if you didn't, you'd be killed. Simple as that.
They say there's state-of-the-art guillotines.
Yeah.
Georgia, about 300,000, I forget, in the blades to be sharpened in Mexico. Thing is, remember that one last blotched execution, lethal injection? It didn't go well. Was it in Georgia?
I can't remember exactly. I
It was
recall a little bit of it.
It was like, oh, we don't got enough drugs. We got people, young people dying every day, overdose, right? You're gonna tell me these people couldn't figure out a way to do an execution because they missed the one ingredient for the cocktail to do it right? So
You're
they said that
level. You're on a whole different level with that.
that was the excuse to bring in guillotine. Well, okay, never mind all that. Here's the thing. I wonder, are we in martial law right now?
No.
Has our
Absolutely
Constitution been suspended?
No.
How does Como?
We're in martial law right now. We can move freely and do
Yeah,
whatever we want.
martial law. The military forces you inside your homes. If they say you're going to be in your home, you're going to be in your home, and there's going to be the UN or the military police are going to be on, or the military itself, the National Guard, is going to be parked on everybody's block, and if you come out of the house, you'll be forced back in or you'll be taken. That's martial law.
Do you know every state governor has called up his National Guard? Do you know a governor Arkansas used the National Guard to collect about like a dozen homeless allegedly and people that wanted to isolate because they tested positive and they didn't have a place to go to bring them to a facility. Arkansas. Do you know they've already medically kidnapped some children? Some first responders tested positive, and they said, "Oh, your child is in danger."
Yeah, I already know about that. Yeah, they're trying to do that in Buffalo schools now. That they're trying to say that if your child is sick or has any flu-like symptoms, that we, without your permission, have the responsibility, or we're obliged to take your children to get them tested into a safe place. And if they are sick, then they're going to be quarantined, and we don't have to tell you where they are.
Isolation versus quarantine.
Well,
quarantine is like, from what I gather, quarantine's like you're in your home. Isolation, you're taken somewhere. Right off the bat, it's been this way for a while. When you drop your kids off to public school, they assume that they have the rights over your children.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't
not
think
right.
parents
They do
realize
assume
that.
Yeah. Well, they do assume that they do, but they don't.
Yeah, because we got God-given rights.
You don't have to.
That's right. We got God-given rights. So if, let's say our government did suspend our Constitution under FEMA, emergency, whatever, it still holds because we have God-given rights.
Exactly.
So it might be suspended over them.
We have the right to keep them
God
bear
given
arms.
rights
Go
are
ahead.
different than our freaking American rights. Everything's different. Yeah. I mean,
But a lot of people think this is about Trump and the election, but this is global.
Oh, absolutely. They're trying to usher in a one world government.
One world. I'm glad you said that.
New world
I was
order.
saying new world. No, one world.
Well, one world, but it's
One
gonna.
world.
But it's the NWO. They've been trying to do it since Eisenhower. They came out publicly saying the New World Order, because the New World Order is a one world globalist, or global one world government.
One world.
One world government, but New World Order.
Banking, economy, religion.
Trump doesn't control what's going on.
so if I can chime in real quick. Hillary Clinton, what does she have to do with Russia and the uranium?
Oh, uranium one.
Biden's son. What the hell is he doing in Ukraine?
Yeah.
Obama.
They have no shame.
Why does
got no
Obama
shame.
continually fund Iran and the terrorists?
How does he go from making $400,000 to being a billionaire?
All that stuff.
How does he have a wife
All that
that's a
stopped when
man?
Trump got in office. All that shit stopped. Wait a minute. No.
What if
we don't have to do that no more because it's bullshit. You don't have to do. You don't have to fund other countries.
What if Trump steps down and Obama steps in?
Are you kidding me? Okay. All right.
My fear when Obama was elected, I looked to the sky and said, how did we elect a socialist, right? I was like, what is wrong with my country? Now, he might not have even been elected officially because they rigged the system, right? But there wasn't enough pushback, right?
If you do mail-in voting, that's the only way it's rigged. The only way it's rigged is if you do mail-in voting.
Well, even with George Bush. Look,
If you have an
it's going to
absentee
be
ballot, that you have to apply for an absentee ballot. Okay, you apply for the absentee ballot, you're approved. Okay, you get your absentee ballot, right? right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, mail-in voting, okay, it's fine. Mail-in voting, no, you just can't, okay, I want
It's
to mail
so
in vote.
easy for it to be
Yeah,
rigged.
yeah,
Yeah,
rigged.
yeah. I mean, like, come on.
Okay.
Are we like in a banana republic? Yeah, we are. We are.
Mia?
Oh, shoot.
No.
My, what's going on here?